The toxic gas leak at a scrap metal yard in Shaurimoyo has awoken Kenyans to all the harmful substances that could be lurking outside their doors. But those are not the only places members of the public should be concerned about. If someone came to your house and mixed you a cocktail of chemicals, would you take it? Of course not. You wouldn't want chemicals in your home, your drink, or your body. You don't want them, but scientists say they're already there. Most people use chemicals at home every day. Cleaning products like bleach and toilet cleaners are chemicals. So are paints, glues, oils, pesticides and medicines. Cosmetics, shampoos and personal care products often contain synthetic masks. These substances can accumulate in our bodies and could disrupt our systems.
There are roll-ons that women use on a daily basis so that they don't sweat. Some of these things are high in aluminum, which is another heavy metal. And with the use of this over periods of time, what do? They clog up the pores that should be pouring out the toxins through your armpits. And what happens? You end up having serious conditions.
In a nutshell, toxins are everywhere in our homes, with evidence growing that these types of chemicals could be storing up long-term problems for human health and the environment. Naturopaths recommend that we reduce or ideally eliminate our exposure to them. We achieve this by substituting hazardous chemicals wherever there are alternatives.
For every item that you feel you need but it's dangerous for you, there's always an alternative. There's always a substitute. There's always something else safer to use. However, it may be slightly more expensive. And how much is your health? Basically, you want to have good health all the time at any cost.
In cases where one must have the chemicals on hand, simple rules of the thumb apply. Only use as much as you need of a product and always note the date of expiry. If a substance is hazardous, remove children, pets and their toys from the area for as long as is recommended on the label. Store the chemicals out of the reach of little hands. Properly ventilate your house by opening the windows and never leave chemical products unattended. It is also dangerous to combine two common house cleaners, chlorine, bleach and ammonia, as these forms a highly toxic gas. Never move products into other containers. These containers might not be capable of safely storing the substance. Also, you might not remember what is in the bottle, and children might mistakenly think the substance is safe. Keep hazardous chemicals away from items used to prepare and cook foods like pots, pans and cooking utensils. If a product is leaking, expired or looks bad, you should dispose of it. Never pour products down the drain unnecessarily.
So if you have the mercury thermometer, put it in a safe place, and if it breaks, for God's sake, try and clean it out and just make sure that to dispose of it in the right way.
After using chemicals, wash any part of you that came into direct contact with the substance with warm soapy water. Most of the chemicals we use at home aren't dangerous if used properly. However, some chemicals need more careful handling than others. Labels can help you identify the more hazardous chemicals, tell you what the dangers are, and advise how to use chemicals safely. Remember, if you or a member of your family swallow or come into contact with a potentially hazardous chemical, you must seek medical attention. Wilkis Anyabwa, Healthy You.